ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಡಿಯರ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್, ಪ್ರಿಯ ವೀಕ್ಷಕರೇ, ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ. ನಾವು ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 12:30 ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಿಡ್ ನೈಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ದ ಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ವಿತ್ ಇನ್ ಮೀ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಬರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅಲೈವ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟ್ರೂಲಿ ಅಲೈವ್ ಇನ್ ಡೀಡ್. So I just thought of making a video of one of the shlokas that I had read tonight, that was there in Viveka Chudamani. Viveka Chudamani is a composition of multiple shlokas by the greatest of greatest, Sri Adi Shankaracharya. We are all really truly blessed indeed to have access to such kind of shlokas even in this age, even though it was written several thousands years ago. Such is the strength, such was the impact, such is the fire that was burning in Sri Adi Shankaracharya, that even though it was composed many thousand years back, it is still valid and relevant even now, my dear friends. Okay, so out of the 100 plus shlokas, 300 plus shlokas that was there in Viveka Chudamani, the one that attracted me when I was reading it tonight, today was actually a holiday for me, so I just had some time to read through it in between my break time. So I just went through the shloka number 78. Let me just read through the shloka. I have not yet mastered over it, so I just wanted to read it through for you. It goes like this, dear friends. Vishayasha mahapashadhyo vimuktaf sudustyajat saeva kalpate muktyai nanyaf shat shastra vedyapi. This shloka tells the importance of self-control, self-discipline. Okay, so let me tell the meaning of this shloka. Vishayasha mahapashadhyo vimuktaf sudustyajat sayeva kalpate muktyai nanyaf shat shastra vedyapi. Nanyaf shat shastra vedyapi. That means even though you are a master, even though you are an expert in any number of shastras or any number of scriptures or any matter of knowledge, science, technology, coding, software, hardware, philosophy itself, spirituality itself, whatever knowledge that you may have, if you want true, genuine self-realization to happen, true, genuine, actual experience of real bliss and happiness in life, if you want that, then there is a must and should requirement to control our sense organs. Vishayasha mahapashadhyo. Mahapashadhyo, it's a big poison, it seems. Which is the big poison? Vishayashadhyo, extreme indulgence in sensual pleasures. Sense organs. Sense organs means, which are the sense organs? Basically, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Correct? Let me explain what are all these five and what are all the problems that is caused by these five when we overindulge in it. It will be easy to explain with the same shloka of Viveka Chudamani, that last but one, the before this one, where there is an explanation by giving reference to animals and birds. Okay, so how few animals and birds get destroyed because of their overindulgence in these five sense organs, and then I will explain what is the impact of human beings also getting indulged in that. Firstly, Shabda. Shabda means sound. So Shankaracharya, Adi Shankaracharya tells that a deer gets destroyed because of its overindulgence in sense organ of sound. What happens whenever there is any beautiful sound, beautiful music, beautiful tune that gets played around in forest or somewhere in the vicinity of deer's presence? The deer just enchantingly just stays put there, and it just keeps on hearing, wow, where am I getting this wonderful tune? Let me just keep listening to it. It's just so beautiful to hear. and it just stays put. But there is a lurking danger for the deer in the form of many lions and tigers or humans itself attacking it and capturing it for food. So it forgets rest of all the other things, and it just keeps on extremely hearing only the noise, the shabda. So the deer's destruction is there in extreme indulgence in shabda sense organ, ear. Okay. Next, sparsha. Sparsha means touch. In Kerala, for example, Adi Shankaracharya cites an example of Kerala, and he says there was some days in Kerala where to capture few male wild elephants, there was a technique and tactic used by the people around by sending female elephants to the male elephant and making it attractive just by making the female elephant touch the male elephant. That is called as sparsha. The moment it touches, the male elephant just enchantingly just stays put, and it loses its concentration and tries to indulge in that, and that's when the attackers capture the male elephant. Sparsha. Shabda is done. Sparsha is done. Touching. Rupa. What is the meaning of Rupa? Rupa means anything that is visionary, anything that is visually attractive, visually tempting. During rainy seasons, you may all observe moth insect is there, right? And few other several insects as well. They get attracted to lights in the house, lights wherever we put up, right? Insects goes near that light, unknowing of the fact that it is facing destruction and death because of its touch on the light, because of the electrical shock that it's getting. Okay, so the worms and insects destruction is there in the rupa. Shabda is done, shabda is done, sparsha is done, rupa is done. Now rasa means taste. Shabda is done, sparsha touch is done, rupa eye is done. Okay, 5 sense organs alli 3 agide, innu 2 ide. What is the fourth one? ರಸ, ಟೇಸ್ಟ್, ನಾಲಿಗೆಗೆ ರುಚಿ. ಮೀನು ಹಿಡಿಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಪ್ಪ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮೀನಿಗೆ ಊಟ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಮೀನಿಗೆ ಊಟ ಹಾಕಿ ದೇ ಪುಟ್ ಎ ಬೈಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಫಿಶ್ ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ನಿಯರ್ ಅಸ್. ಇಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫುಡ್, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಎ ಫುಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅದರ್ಸ್. ಸಿ ದ ಐರನಿ there, dear friends. Next is gandha. Gandha means smell. Honeybee, flower. Honeybee gets the beautiful smell of the flowers. It goes near the flowers. People take it up for extracting the honey, right? All this, whatever was applicable for the animals and insects and birds, is equally applicable for all of us human beings, dear friends. We all, unfortunately, we have all got physical power, superb physical power, and power of anger, power of mental power also few people have. The mental is too strong. Mental strong should be there, but mental strong in a bad manner, that is not correct. Okay, in a hurtful manner for others, that's not correct. We have physical power, we have mental power, but we do not have spiritual power. We are all deeply poverty. We are all in poverty, dear friends. You may be having n number of millions together of amount in bank balance. You may be having millions of knowledge of shastras. You may be having millions of knowledge of science, technology, amount. You may be well placed in life. You may be well placed in society as a highest member of organization. You may be a senior vice president. You may be a CEO. You may be a vice manager, and so on and so forth, right? But if you do not have, you may have physical power, money power, you may be well built, you may be having great amount of money, you may be taking people for just like granted and stuff like that, but your downfall is always in progress. Your downfall is always in progress if you happen to indulge in all these 5 sense organs to an extreme limit. Okay, for example, we are all slaves of technology. Facebook, Twitter, social media, WhatsApp, Instagram, YouTube. Our life has just been circulating around only these 6 or 7, 80% of the time that we are having spare time. I'm talking about spare time, not office time. Okay, I don't know how many people watch these things in office time. It's good to watch it, do watch it. Even I do that. I also watch sometimes. Limit the amount of time that you spend. Even though you watch it for productive purpose. Yes, watch it for cinematic purpose, watch it for anything, but do not do that for an extreme level of time, extreme amount of time. Do not overindulge yourself. Okay, do watch it for few minutes, it's fine, but try to make sure you also watch spiritual content, uplifting content, motivating content. Okay, do not always watch negative news, negative TV channels, soap operas, reality shows. Watch it, anything that is good in the reality shows, take it, but to an extent, beyond an extent, if you go on watching those things, they all start to indirectly control your life. You are 50% of what you see, you are 50% of what you hear, you are 50% of what you think. So all these impacts your life in such a way that you become a slave of gadgets, you become a slave of money, physical pleasures. Okay, shabda we spoke, Rupa we spoke. Okay, YouTube, social media, we are all over indulges in that. Shabda, over listening of, keep on listening something and stuff like that, negativities and stuff like that. Okay, sparsha, over indulgence in physical pleasures. I don't want to elaborate much on this particular aspect. Okay, physical pleasures, come on. Okay, the more you indulge in these things, you lose out self discipline, you lose out your spiritual power, you lose out the power of self confidence, you lose out your own energy. Okay, we all have 7 chakras in our bodies, as you may be aware: Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddhi, Agna, Sahasrara. All these should be kept in control. All this will be directly negatively impacted the moment you indulge in all the 5 sense organs to an excess limit. Okay, control the sense organs, and thereby you gain a control and mastery of over your spiritual progress as well. Okay, thank you, dear friends. Have a great spiritual progress to all of you. Thank you. Good night.